And now a Mexico moment with Nate and Alexis.
Happy Friday, fuckers. It's another Mexico moment with Nate and Alexis. I'm Nate, and this is my wife, Alexis.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
And this is episode number 15.
Nice.
Yeah, can almost get its driver's permit. So this was a little different weekend.
Yeah.
We kind of spent the weekend apart a little bit, which we usually spend a lot of time together.
We do, but we like our alone time also.
Yeah, exactly. So as we talked about last Friday, we were taking Tiger into the vet to hopefully get his stitches out of his eye and see how his eye went.
Yeah.
And how'd that go?
It's going good. It's healing really well. It's looking good. No stitches out.
Yeah.
We were disappointed,
but especially because we had to fast him.
Yeah, we had to fast that day in case he had surgery or they did, put him down or put him to sleep.
Yeah, no, I kept on saying the same thing. I was like, no, that's not what I meant.
I say it wrong every time, but sedate him so they could take the stitches out.
Put him under.
Yeah, put him under. And they said, no, let's wait a few more days. Okay, cool. Everything looks good. It's clean. Let's wait.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and usually it's not a big deal to fast him, like at least when we were in the States, because the appointment was always at like 8 in the morning or whatever.
Yeah, we used to drop him off at Banfield, Petco, and now his appointment is until noon. So you try and fast a pug until noon every day.
Yeah, because you can't feed him since like the night before, so he has to wait till like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
I've set an alarm at like 5 a.m., tried to wake him up, and he's just like...
Yeah, just
feed
him little dog niblets.
Yeah. Little something in his face. He's like, no, not having it.
Yeah. So yeah, hopefully this weekend he'll be getting them out. They said, like you said, is looking good.
Looking good.
We're keeping it clean well.
Yep.
But we don't really know what it looks like under there because they have it like, stitched shut, but then that third eyelid.
Did, pull it over, and he showed me a little bit. That white is gone. All the white kind of infectious stuff. It's not red.
Oh, that's good.
It looks like it's healing really well. So, thank God. He was like, good job. He gave us kudos, a little pat on the back. We're doing a good job with the drops every 4 hours and medicines. And
I'll take 4 hours over every hour.
Yeah, every hour.
Every
was
day.
Just insane.
But the other thing that's kind of not annoying, but that adds on top of it is his collapsing trachea. Now that he's been off of the prednisone for a week and a half, 2 weeks, he's coughing a lot more,
keeping us up. And
I mean it's
I'm tired.
Brutal. Yeah, it's brutal.
I'm like loopy tired now because he does sleep, but he wakes us up like every 30, 45 minutes. Sometimes it's an hour, but you're waking up like, to this pug like coughing to death. You're just like, Jesus.
So basically this weekend, our friends that live in Cozumel, they have an apartment, and then the apartment above them was up for rent a few months ago, and they were using it because they're the ones that run the charity, that charitablетourism.com.
Yes.
And so they thought, this would be a great place to keep for our like storage for the charity events and donations and stuff like that, and have a little office to kind of get out of the house. Mm-hmm. So they were renting that for a while, and they just decide not to rent it. It's been kind of like the slow season because this is low season for tourism. Mm-hmm. So they're like, all right, we're just kind of wasting money renting this space out.
We don't need the space.
Yeah, for now anyway. So they're going to give up this apartment. So they're like, oh, why don't you guys come over and we'll all do like a big sleepover with all of our Sunday Fun Day crew.
Yeah, like grill and drink and fun stuff.
And our friend Wanda's a great cook, and so she always makes something good. And so we brought some booze and everything. But you obviously thought it would be better for you to stay back and watch Tiger.
I stayed back to stay with T. I didn't want, I'm just thinking of all the things. And the sun isn't good for his eyes. So taking the ferry over or back, back and forth, his eye is very sensitive right now. So I figure it's best just keep him here, little patient zero, and keep him healthy.
So what'd you do?
I actually hung out with some girlfriends. We went to the beach, had some girl time. There's probably about like 5 of us. And then we went to dinner. One of my other girlfriends is leaving. She's going back to the States for the summer, so we're not going to see her till September. And we usually go to the beach with her friend Sydney and her dog Cheyenne. They love Tiger too, so they're going to be gone. So we were like, let's go to ladies' dinner. Send you off in a nice little way.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
It was fun. Very relaxing. Nothing like your weekend, I'm sure.
Yeah. So we went over to Cozumel, me, my friend Mary Luz, and Jorge, and we took the ferry over. And then we went over to Wanda's apartment. Wanda and Carlos, they're both there, and they made some. God, I got to think of what it's called. It's like raclette or something.
It's like a little hibachi grill or something.
Raclette? Yeah, it looks like a hibachi thing, but it's like a 2-level hibachi looking thing. And the bottom level, you put cheese in it, and it heats up the cheese. And on the top, you put like potatoes or different meats and stuff.
I saw like the little shrimp and stuff and the colorful veggies.
Yeah,
look good.
But it's called. I'm pretty sure it's called a raclette. And it is from Switzerland.
Oh,
that's where it's from. Yeah.
Interesting. So. Why does Wanda have one of these?
I don't know. I
Is
mean,
it from Mary Lou?
That's what I was. Well, that's what I was telling. No, they got it. It was on sale somewhere, and she was like, "Oh, that looks awesome." I, grab it. But it's funny. I was talking to her. I was like, I always eat some kind of like dish from another country every time I come over here.
Yes.
Like for I think was it Thanksgiving? She did like German,
like Oktoberfest.
Yeah, Oktoberfest food. And then this was obviously Switzerland, so yeah, I get a little bit of everything. But it was good. We made that, and we just drank wine, smoked some joints, and actually Mary Lou brought Twister.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they're playing. Oh, and that was the other thing. I brought some weed gummies, or some weed chocolate, I guess, and so we ate that before dinner. And by the time time to play Twister, nobody wanted to play Twister. Go figure.
I was gonna say I saw a video of you, but nobody else.
Yeah, I was on there trying to. Well, actually, I was doing Twister with the dog too.
Oh.
Wanda's dog Panthera, and she's I think 15 or 16.
She's a big girl.
She's pretty old. So I was like just rolling around on the Twister mat by myself with Panthera, and she didn't really play well, but
she doesn't look very bendy.
Yeah. But that was the other thing that happened. So I was standing there in front of the Twister mat, I guess, and Panthera came over and sat like kind of in between my legs, just was kind of laid down, like curled up between my legs.
She's very sweet.
Yeah, and she's like a big dog, so I'm when you like scratch their backs and you're like, and just, like
you can be rough with them,
get them scratches. So I'm scratching like behind her ear, and she starts going. And like doing the leg kick,
the little foot, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah, and so she starts going faster and faster, and everybody's like watching because they're, she's old and doesn't move like this usually anymore.
Oh, she loves it.
Yeah, and she's like scratch with one leg up behind her ear while I'm scratching it, and then I stop, and she goes, and like just like faints, like just lays out and lays there and does not fucking move.
Oh my god! Did you kill her?
No, and Wanda's like, "Oh my god, you gave my dog an orgasm." She's like, get her a cigarette.
Oh my god! Or maybe it was a scratch. She's like, I couldn't get that scratch forever.
Yeah, well, I'm just going to tell myself it was that.
I love it.
But yeah, then the next day we just stayed the night there. The next day we decided to go to the torta place, get some tortas, and we just kind of hung out.
Wait, how late did you guys stay up? Did you stay up all night, rager?
Oh no, we did not, because I guess I kind of like drugged my friends, and not on I mean by accident, but the weed chocolates that we had. We ended up going to bed like midnight.
Oh my god!
Because everybody was so tired, and we were really full from all the good food.
It's like the Hangover. You roofied everyone.
Yeah,
made them pass out.
Wolfpack, bro. Wolfpack. Yeah. And the next day we just went to the torta place, and while we were in the water, I can't remember how it came up, but I mentioned to Mary Lou, and I was like, "Should we like rent a car?" And she goes, "I guess we could."
That's what we do in Cozumel.
Yeah, and they had a different place that they go to.
Ooh.
And the cars aren't as nice.
Okay.
You probably saw the video of it. It's missing the roof, and it's not a convertible as far as I know.
Was it cheaper?
Oh yeah, it was like 500 pesos.
Oh great!
Yeah, for the day,
$25.
Yeah,
$26.
Yeah, it was great. So
awesome.
So we just went around we went to this place the Mexican Target.
Oh, okay.
Where it has the sign that says Mexican Target.
I've never been there.
I know. We went there, and there's a pool behind it, so we went swimming for a while. We just had to buy a beer, and we could go swimming in this pool.
But no Target.
No
Target. Dollar section. No little spotty dog.
No,
nothing.
Nothing. Yep, sorry. And then we went to Rasta's, got some peanut butter tequila,
Yum.
and then we just went around the island back to that one place that we found, and it's like that. It just looked like a restaurant, and then behind it has a fucking full-size pool and a live band and everything back there.
I love that place. Really good food.
Yeah.
I think we got a quesadilla. That thing was huge.
Mm-hmm.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So that was about it. But it was a good weekend.
Sounds fun. I'm glad no one got hurt. No one, everyone made it back safe.
Oh, the only other thing I wanted to mention is how we got ripped off with the fucking guac. Remember the guac?
Yeah.
From the grocery store?
Yep.
So I went grocery shopping, I think on last Friday.
You're mad about this.
I
guac.
was mad. Okay, so I get this guac, and it was like one of the ones like the grocery store makes. So it's in like a little kind of plastic container.
It was beautiful green, amazing.
And
Looked amazing.
It was in one of those, like a single pie slice.
Yeah,
it was in one of those containers.
pie container.
And it was probably 2-3 inches deep of guac, and it was 40 pesos. So it was like $3.
Like, this is a steal.
Yeah, totally. So
it's like $20 worth of guac at home.
Yeah, because we're making tacos last night, and so I was like, "Oh, I'll grab some guac." So we go and we're eating it while we're making the tacos. So we're like kind of a little appetizer.
Yeah.
And I go to scoop in it, and I hit something hard. I'm like, "What the fuck is this?"
Know.
And it's one of those little wooden ball things that are inside avocados.
An avocado seed or the pit.
Yeah, that's what I don't know what they're called. Is it a seed or a pit or?
I think it's avocado seed, but it looks like a pit to me.
I think it is called a pit.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm thinking that's nice. They give you the seed, and you can plant your own avocado tree.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I think I've heard that it helps keep it from turning green. Maybe you told me that.
Turning brown.
Sorry, yeah. It keeps it green, keeps it from turning brown.
It was beautiful green, and we were, cooking and eating and scooping. It didn't change color at all.
No, it
all
really
night.
didn't. And I think the reason it didn't change color because there was 5 of those fucking balls in there.
You just kept digging.
I was like, what the fuck? Another one ball? Another one ball? Yeah, they're like ski balls from Chuck E. Cheese or whatever.
They're mini ski balls.
Yeah, and so after the 5 in them, didn't have that much guac left.
No.
Little pissed off about it. And I guess, if it's going to keep it green or whatnot, but you don't need 5 of them.
Do you think they're saying there's 5 avocados in that little pie container? Because I don't believe that.
No,
they're just 5 avocados worth of guacamole.
Yeah, they're just filling it up with fucking guac balls.
Oh, and then you figured out it was charged by weight.
Oh, yeah, that was the other thing that pissed me off. Yeah, because it was by kilo.
The story kept getting worse.
Yeah, and so those 5 fucking wooden balls are going to, weigh more than the guac is.
They're not wood, right?
Well, they're kind of wood, right?
I mean, would they be fruit?
Are they pre-wood?
No.
Well, they grow into a tree.
On the tree. They grow on the tree.
No, into a tree. If it's the seed.
True, an avocado tree. Yeah, I don't know.
It might be
right.
wood.
It might be wood.
Somebody tell us, is it wood or is it not wood?
I don't think it's wood. That's a Brandon question.
Yeah. But yeah, that was basically the weekend.
It was a good weekend.
Yeah. This weekend we have our friends Jared and Brittany in town from Orlando. So
Smiths.
yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah, so we'll be doing something fun with them.
It's gonna be a quick trip for them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Great.
But until then, let's get some listener questions, Lex.
Okay.
First one.
Sounds good to me. First listener question is from Brent H. I'm coming down to Cancun soon, and the weather shows it's going to rain every day. Is that normal?
Well, I don't know. With June, yeah. I mean, as far as this part of Mexico in general, every time we would come down in September for 5 years, it said it was going to rain every single day.
Yeah, at some point it was going to rain.
And I think in those 5 years, it rained one day.
Yeah.
Because the other time, it rained like maybe 2 or 3 other times, but we were somewhere else. Like we were in Cozumel and it like sprinkled a little bit in Playa or whatever. So I would say it's very similar to Florida.
Yep.
It's going to, like it might say it's going to rain, but it'll be like a 20-minute shower. Unless that there's some hurricane coming, which there is this weekend.
Yeah.
Or there's some kind of tropical depression or something going on.
Yeah.
It could possibly rain a full day, but I've never had it rain like multiple days.
Day.
Well, we've had it rain all day with like the hurricanes, like I was just saying, but I've never had it rain like multiple days in a row. Like, oh, it's been raining for 6 days or whatever, So,
it's been okay. We haven't got a lot of rain lately, and then.
But that is a good reason I also say to maybe come down for like a week or 10 days because. If you only come down 3-4 days and it rains 1 or 2 of them, even if it's just for a little bit, or if it's just cloudy and you're trying to do something that you want it to be sunny, you're kind of fucked. But if you're staying for like 10 days,
and you can move stuff
you
around.
can move it around, or if it gets rained out, whatever. So, so
probably okay.
I don't know if it's normal for this time of year, but I wouldn't stress about it too much. But unless you're coming this weekend, it could possibly rain a little bit.
We'll see.
Yeah. But, good question, Brent. And next one, Lakes.
Next one is, let's see here. This is from Sam G. How much alcohol can I bring back to the States from Mexico? Nice question, Sam.
Yeah. I don't know exactly. I think I thought I read it was like a liter, but then you also, there's like duty free. And I think you can bring as much as you want, as long as you're paying for the, I don't know. Is there import? Well, I guess not. That's what duty free is, right?
Yeah, but I think you can only have so much still at the duty
Yeah.
free. You can't buy like a whole case, I'm pretty sure.
And I think I was reading that it's by state. It's not like like a federal thing. So it
Yeah.
might depend on where you're flying into that airport.
True, that's true.
So you'd probably want to maybe do some more research on that. I'm not super familiar, but I can tell you into Mexico, you can only bring 3 liters of beer or hard liquor and 6 liters of wine.
Right. And you kind of found that out the hard way.
Yes,
so.
I sure did. Last time I came back from Georgia, 2 times ago I came back from Georgia.
Yeah.
I brought a shit ton of beer.
You did.
Like, God, I don't even know how many I brought. And they told me I was bringing too much. And I said, oh, shit, okay. The days of like throwing it out and just like whatever, no. That's not a thing anymore. You can bring more than 3 liters. You just have to pay for it.
Yep.
And so with the beers, I think it was, you have to pay 114% of the face value of the product.
Yeah.
And that's basically just to keep people from skipping like import fees and stuff. Like, businesses, instead of having to pay import taxes when they ship stuff to Mexico, they could just have somebody bring a bunch of product on the airplane or something.
True.
So
you're just bringing this for personal,
totally. But that's their reasoning for the 114%, because their mindset is if you pay more than 100%, you're not making any money off of it. Because if you had to pay that much to get it in, then you're like, oh fuck, this isn't worth it. So I'm not going to try to smuggle these things in and make money off of them here. So
did they ask you how much the beer was? I can't remember.
Yeah, they did. So first I had an issue because it was a beer from New Realm, and it was like haze. I think it was Haze Dipper, and they were like looking at it and like getting on their phones and looking back and forth. And I heard them talking back and forth, and I heard them say mota. And I thought, which is weed. So I was like, oh, no. I was like, this is a hazy beer, which here they call them cloudy beers.
Cloudy, yeah. Which is so cute.
Yeah. So they thought it was like a weed beer, a THC beer. So
I could see that. The little hop on the front.
Yeah. And then they asked me how much they cost. And, a lot of beers here you can get for $1, like $1 US.
They're samples.
Yeah. So I told them that. I said, oh, yeah, these are all $1. And then the ones that were like tall boys, or ones that were in glass bottles that were a little bit bigger, I said they were like $2. Which
that's fair.
And, well, yeah, for me, because I mean they're probably $10, $12.
Exactly.
Each.
Yeah. Good thing they didn't know the price.
Yeah, so they charged me 114% of that, and I ended up having to pay like $75.
Wow.
And there's no way around it. You can't just say, "Oh, just throw it away," and I just won't take it.
No.
You already smuggled it into the country.
Yep.
You got to fucking pay for it. Because
Yeah.
I saw somebody online say that same thing happened to them with something else, and they're like,
refuse it.
"Why can't I just throw it away?" And they're like, "No, because you already brought it in. You already broke the law, so you're basically paying the fine for it."
True.
So do some research on what you can bring back. I mean, you can definitely bring back at least a bottle of tequila.
We've had friends, take back a couple bottles of tequila or like something that they found. So
Yeah, but if you're bringing shit in, 3 liters.
Yeah.
Which I can't remember how many beers that was, but it was a decent amount. It was like
That's a good amount
it was
of
like
beers.
3 or 4 4-packs.
Yeah.
Of 16-ounce beers.
I don't know why they stopped me.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Well, no, that's how much 3 liters is. I'm saying I brought in like six or 8 4-packs, which whoops. And also I put them in these bubble wrap things from the Dollar General or Dollar Store.
They were like white.
Yeah, they're white, so they just look like a brick of cocaine sliding out of my suitcase. I'm like, fuck.
Like, what's this? Beer?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, yeah, good question, Sam. Sorry I couldn't fully answer it, but I'm sure Google can.
Yeah. Last question. Last question. If you were to get another dog, what breed would you get? And that's from Tiffany L.
Well, I don't know. Like we had talked about getting another pug, or if we were to get another dog, maybe get one that kind of looked like Pharaoh.
Yeah.
But I think recently you've been more interested in like a Chihuahua, right?
I love the little Chihuahuas here. The little Chi-Chis are so cute. The long-haired Chihuahuas, and like I said, our neighbor Cheyenne, she has the cutest little brown Chihuahua, short-haired Chihuahua. They're just really, if you train them well, they don't have to be yippy little,
Yeah.
dogs, whatever.
Yeah,
they
totally.
can be really sweet.
And I really think I know some people have feelings about Chihuahuas, but I think really it's just because they're easy travel buddies.
They're easy travel buddies. They love the hot weather, and that's where we are. Pugs aren't the best in a hot climate, so.
Yeah, and you see like girls here with like giant fucking dogs, and they're getting like drugged down the street.
Oh my god!
But with a little Chihuahua, you just he starts getting yippy, you just pick his ass up. Bye.
Come with me.
Put him in the bag.
I would love another pug. We do have a soft spot for any of the little, flat face bug eye dogs.
The only thing is, I haven't had a ton of dogs. I've only had like 2 dogs in my life, and they were different breeds. I just wonder if you get a dog that's the same breed. I know every dog has a different personality, but are you like comparing it to the other one?
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I'd be sad. Like, you're not Tiger or something. I don't know.
Exactly. And they look so similar. A lot of times they look similar. Obviously, some of them look different. But if they look very similar, are you going to, in your brain, confuse the personalities for the other one, or kind of inherently project those personality traits onto that dog? So
that might make people feel good, though. I mean, maybe that's not our cup of tea, but someone might like the same looking dog. I know my cousins in Pittsburgh, they've had a black lab for, every dog they get, black lab. Like every 6 years, 7 years, that's the dog they go to. They love that dog. It's great for outdoors and hunting and fishing. They always go for that same breed. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could always go for Tiger's breed, but,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it would be hard. It would make me sad thinking of, another dog, but
I think like we've said, we definitely are going to take our time. Heaven forbid Tiger will live to be 200 years old and we'll have him and be fine. But we'll probably take a little break after tea.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot. I mean, taking care of a puppy or a senior dog, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's like puppy all over again,
Yeah. But no plans soon. So
yeah, we'll see.
But good question, Tiffany.
There's so many puppies around here too. Playa del Carmen is puppy central. We see like Frenchies and Great Danes, Bull Mastiffs, like every kind of wiener dog, Huskies. Every kind of dog is here. Everyone has a dog. You rarely see people without a dog.
Well, and if you are in the States or in Canada, consider looking to get a dog from Mexico, because there's
so many.
I don't know what the rescues are called here. But they have these things called flight angels, and basically if you're going back to Canada, like you just came here on vacation, for some reason Canadians are big on this.
Really,
they probably do it in the U.S. too. But
we hear a lot of Canadians taking.
If you're flying back to Canada, they will they ask, hey, would you bring this dog with you and be its flight angel, and you just have to bring it with. They pay for all the fees, the bag, everything like that, and it already has a family waiting for them in Canada, and they take them back. So really cool. Little program there.
Really cute and cool dogs here. We would definitely adopt rescues.
And it definitely gets a little bit under our skin when people go back and bring they go and adopt a dog back from like the States or whatever. Yeah. Like, no, I mean, obviously all dogs need a home and should have a home, but there's ones right here in Mexico that need that. And why go somewhere else where...
Don't bring dogs in, or, I don't even know if they have like pets at the pet stores here. I don't think probably some places do, but just the rescues are full of beautiful dogs. And you just see, we've had some friends see stray dogs on the street, rescue them, pick them up, take them to the vet, get them all checked out. And now they're, living in our building.
Yeah. Yep.
So come to Mexico if you want to adopt a dog.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our Mexican slang of the day. You ready, Lex?
I'm ready.
The Mexican slang of the day is pachanga.
Pachanga.
Pachanga. Pachanga.
Okay. Because I knew like pachuga is the chicken or the chicken breast. Pachanga.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
This is a party or a simple gathering with friends. So it's kind of like a slang, another way to say fiesta.
Oh,
I think.
Okay.
So you could say like, La pachanga buena anoche. La pachanga buena anoche. So the party was good last night.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know like where it comes from, but yeah, another little way to say fiesta. Maybe it's like it says a simple gathering, so maybe that just means it's like 3 or 4 friends. Maybe like what I went to this weekend.
We can get together, not so much like a party.
Yeah,
because fiesta is so fun to say.
Yeah, fiesta,
fiesta, fiesta, then siesta.
Yeah, so this is a good word to have. I will be going to plenty of pachangas this weekend. I'm sure.
Yes, we're going to see a lot of pachangas this summer.
Maybe a Topanga chapanga.
Ooh, Topanga.
Topanga pachanga. Say that 3 times fast.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, that is it for this week. Thank you for joining us. Please tell your friends to subscribe. Thank you so much for being premium 2%ers. We truly appreciate it.
Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Yeah, and we got the merch store. We're updating it. We got our new shows up. We got the new logos and everything, so you can get shirts, sweatshirts, coffee cups, phone cases, pillows. You can get
top 3, I know that, all the stuff.
Yeah, and obviously a Mexico moment. You can get stickers there, buttons, whatever. But we'll be adding some new ones. Lex, I think you designed a couple Tigre.
Working on some El Tigre shirts and stuff, so watch for those.
Yeah,
those
so
will be fun.
we'll be posting them. So we'll always appreciate the support.
Yes.
But Lex, you got anything before we get out of here?
I think I'm going to go old school and say, adopt, don't shop.
I like it. Spay and neuter your pets.
Woo.
All right. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next week. Happy Friday, fuckers.
Happy Friday, fuckies.
That's it. Thanks for listening. Goodbye for now. Bye.